Hi friends, welcome back. Today we have the last question paper, that is the ISRO 2007. Yes, this is last because we have covered almost all the previous year GWT question paper or almost all the previous year ISRO question papers, right? And I hope guys this video will really help you, uh, most of question might be asked again in your next exam, right? So let's start to finish this paper as well. So yeah, the very first question is the Boolean expression, that is y equals to a plus b bar plus a bar b into c bar is given by what? So if you solve this particular question further, you will definitely get the C bar, right? So option C will be our correct answer. Question number 2 is the circuit shown in follow figure realizes the function what? So now if you frame the function from this logic circuit, you will get the answer as A, that is A plus B bar plus C into D bar E bar, right? So A will be your answer. Question number 3 is again there is a logic circuit and it is asking that the figure is what. So guys, I hope you remember that the number of gate or the number of figure we used to make in what. So basically this is a full subtractor, right? So option B will be the correct answer for this. So basically this figure is a full subtractor. Question number 4 is when two numbers are added in XS3 code and the sum is less than 9, then in order to get the correct answer it is necessary to what? So for 4 our answer will be A, that is subtract 0011 from the sum. Question number 5 is the characteristics equation of an SR flip-flop is given by what? So for 5 our answer will be D, that is Qn plus 1 equals to S plus R bar into Qn. Okay. Next is question number 6, that is a graph with n vertices and n minus 1 edges. That is not a tree is what? So for this our answer will be B, that is disconnected. So a graph with n vertices and n minus 1 edges, that is not a tree, which is disconnected, right? So B will be the answer for this. So basically if a graph has n vertices and n minus 1 edges and it is not a tree, then obviously it is a disconnected graph which contains like at least a cycle, we can say. Question number 7 is if a graph requires a k different color for its proper coloring, then the chromatic number of the graph is what? So yeah, for that the chromatic number of graph will be k. Again, the chromatic number of a graph is the smallest number of color needed to color the vertices, right? Of so that no two adjacent vertices share the same color. And if a graph require k different colors for its proper coloring, then k is the chromatic number of the graph. So if a graph requires k different color for its proper coloring, then the chromatic number of the graph is k. Next is question number 8, that is read bit can be read what? So a read bit can be read D, that is by CPU and written by the peripheral. So again a read bit can be read by CPU and written by the peripheral. Basically the read and write functionality depends on the type of microcontroller peripheral. Generally the status bits have a read only status and can be modified by peripheral only. So read bit can be read by CPU and written by the peripheral, right? Again there is a question, that is eigenvalue. So as you can see that this is a mathematic question, right? And again I would suggest to just use your brain for this particular question. See, I know you are here for solutions only and you also want to have a quick and fast revision, right? But sometimes when you concentrate on something, like you are doing that particular thing, you will get deeper and deeper, right? And you will get lots of other solution as well. So yeah, again I would suggest that just pause the video, think about this and comment the answer below. I'll definitely give the answer at last, right? And yeah, sorry for that inconvenience, but you should try this method as well. So next question we have is the term aging refers to what? Yeah, this is very common term, that is aging. So basically the term aging refers to gradually increasing the peripheral we can say the gradually increasing the priority of job that wait in the system for a long time to remedy infinite blocking, right? So the term aging refers to gradually increasing the priority of job that wait in the system for a long time to remedy infinite blocking. Next question is question number 11, that is consider a set of n tasks with known runtime R1, R2 up to Rn to be run on uniprocessor machine, right? Which of the following processor scheduling algorithm will result in the minimum throughput? So yeah, it is talking about the minimum throughput. So obviously if you solve this for minimum throughput, our answer will be shortest job first date, that is SJF. Basically, throughput means total number of tasks executed per unit time, sum of waiting time and burst time. So shortest job first scheduling is a scheduling policy that selects the waiting process with the smallest execution time to execute next. Thus, in shortest job first scheduling, shortest job are executed first. This means CPU utilization is maximum, so maximum number of tasks are completed, right? So this way, the answer will be our B. Next is question number 12, that is consider a job scheduling problem, right, with four jobs J1, J2, J3 and J4 with corresponding deadline D1, D2, D3 and D4, that is 4242. Which of the following is not feasible schedule without violating any job deadline? So yeah, again if you solve this you will get the answer as A, B, that is J4, J1, J2, J3, right, in this way. Next is the 13, by using an 8 bit optical encoder, the degree of resolution that can be obtained is what? So the degree of resolution that can be obtained is 1.4 degree, right? So approximately D will be your answer, that is 1.4 degree. Question number 14 is the principle of locality of reference justifies that the use of what? So the use of cache memory, right? The principle of locality of reference justifies the use of cache memory. Basically, it's a spatial locality of reference. This says that there is chance that element will be present in the close proximity to the reference point, and next time if again search then more close proximity to the point of reference. So temporal locality of references in this least recently used algorithm will be used. So whenever there is a page fault occurs within word will not only load word in main memory but complete page fault will be loaded, because spatial locality of reference rule says that if you are referring any word, next word will be referred in its register. That's why we load complete page table, so complete block will be loaded, right? Question number 15 is consider the following pseudocode, right? This is the code that we have given. Now what is the value of I at the end of this pseudocode? So for this our answer will be 5, that is the value of I at the end of pseudocode will be 5 here. Question number 16 is the 5 item A, B, C, D and E are pushed in a stack one after the other starting from A. The stack is popped for 4 times and each element is inserted in a queue. Then 2 elements are deleted from the queue and pushed back on the stack. Now one item is popped from the stack. The popped item is what? So yeah, the popped item will be your D, right? So this question again guys have been asked in many times, right? So the same question I'm talking about. So not only this, there are many other questions that have been asked again and again. Hope you are also realizing that yeah, how the question are being repeated. So just prepare in a smart way so that you can score well and confirm your selection. Question number 17 is round robin scheduling is essentially the preemptive version of what? So basically the round robin scheduling is essentially preemptive version of FIFO, that is option A, right? Where FIFO when implemented in preemptive version acts like a round robin algorithm. 18 is the number of digit 1 present in the binary representation of this is what. So the number in this way represented is 9, right? So if you solve this, you will get the answer as 9. Question number 19 is, assume that each character code consists of 8 bits. The number of characters that can be transmitted per second through an synchronous serial line at 2400 baud rate and with the 2 stop bits is what. So if you solve this, you will get the answer as so guys, basically the answer is not again in the option, like there is a answer that we are getting is 300, so which was not in the option. So what would happen in that year, whosoever tick any of the options, he or she might have gotten the marks for this question, right? But yeah, if you also solve this, the answer for this is 300. Next is, if the bandwidth of the signal is 5 kilohertz and the lowest frequency is 52 kilohertz, what is the highest frequency? So it is asking about the highest frequency, that is 57 kilohertz. So option D will be our correct answer, that if the bandwidth of a signal is 5 kilohertz and the lowest frequency is 52 kilohertz, what is the highest frequency? So it will be our D, that is 57 kilohertz. Now question number 21 is, an Ethernet hub is what? So basically an Ethernet hub is a functions as a repeater, right? So A will be the answer, that an Ethernet hub is functions as a repeater. So basically a hub is a network hardware device for connecting multiple Ethernet devices together and making them act as a single network segment, right? So a repeater is an electronic device that receives a signal and retransmit it, right? So repeaters are used to extend transmission so that the signal can cover longer distance, or we can say can be received on the other side of an obstruction. So an Ethernet hub or a repeater hub also acts as a repeater and regenerates the signal to avoid its loss. Now question number 22 is, phase transition for each bit are used in what? So for this our answer is C, that is phase transition for each bit are used in Manchester encoding, right? So 22 will be the answer, phase transition for each bit are used in Manchester encoding. Study the following program, right? This is the program that has been given. Now the question is, which of the following printed as a result if we call demo 1 2 3 4. So if you play with the program or hit and try the program, you will get the answer as D, that is 4 3 2 1 1 2 3 4. So you can have the value of demo, that is 1 2 3 4, and get the value accordingly, right? So you will get the same answer, that is D. This is very easy, guys. You can also do like pause the video and do that, but if you already done that, that is great, will definitely help in your recap. Next question is, bit stuffing refers to what? So basically bit stuffing refers to inserting a zero in user stream to differentiate it with a flag, right? So A will be the answer. Bit stuffing refers to inserting a zero in user stream to differentiate it with a flag. Okay, now question number 25 is, what is the name of technique in which the operating system of a computer executes several programs concurrently by switching back and forth between them? So yeah, for 25 our answer will be multitasking, right? Again, what is the name of technique in which the operating system of a computer executes several programs concurrently by switching back and forth between them? So yeah, obviously that is multitasking. Basically in multitasking system, a computer executes several programs simultaneously by switching them back and forth in to increase the user interactivity, right? So processes share the CPU and execute it in an interleaving manner. So this allow the user to run more than one program at a time, right? So for 25 our answer will be B. 26 is if there are 5 routers and 6 networks in an internet using link state routing, how many routing tables are there? So for this our answer will be B, that is 5. So if there are 5 routers and 6 networks in an internet using link state routing, how many routing table are there? So for this our answer will be 5, that is option B. Now virtual memory is what? So basically virtual memory is a technique to allow a program of size more than the size of the main memory to run, right? So a virtual memory is a technique to allow a program of size more than the size of the main memory to run. So this will be the correct answer for this. So basically what happens, so virtual memory is nothing like a storage, right? That is a storage. Virtual memory is like a storage that storage of storage or we can say a storage allocation scheme in which secondary memory can be addressed as though it were part of main memory. So the addresses a program may use to reference memory are distinguished from the address the memory system uses to identify physical storage sites. So the program generated addresses are translated automatically to the corresponding machine address, and virtually memories are incorporated to eliminate the setback of similar RAMs with a larger process size. So it allows the execution of the program larger than the size of main memory, right? So for this our answer will be B. Question number 20 is the level of segregation of information required for operational control is what? So for this our answer is detailed. So the level of segregation of information required for operational control is detailed. Okay. Next question is the set of all equivalence classes of set A of cardinality C is what? So for this our answer will be C, sorry, answer will be D, is of cardinality C to the power 2. So the set of all equivalence classes of set A of cardinality C is of cardinality of C to the power 2. Question number 30 is 0.75 in decimal system is equivalent to what in octal system? So 0.75 in decimal system is equivalent to 0.6, right? Or 60 in octal system. So we can say answer A is correct, because what you will do is first you will get the binary of 0.75. So you will get 0.110, right, base 2, then you will convert that into base 8. So obviously you will get 0.6. Next question is question number 31. In an SR latch made by cross coupling two NAND gates, if both S and R inputs are set to 0, then it will result in what? So basically then it will result in question number option number 3, C, that is Q equals to 1, Q0 equals to 1. Again, in an SR latch made by cross coupling two NAND gates, if both S and R inputs are set to 0, then it will result. So basically for this our answer is Q equals to 1 and Q bar equals to 1. Okay, but since that isn't in the options, friends, so again but that was not in the option, but what we are getting is Q equals to 1 and Q bar equals to 1. So again what would happen, they would have given marks for all the options, right, in this case. But yeah, the answer will be Q equals to 1 and Q bar equals to 1. Next is 32, that is identify the correct translation into logical notation of the following assertions. Some boys in the class are taller than all the girls. So note taller xy is true if x is taller than y, right? So for 32 our answer will be D, that is this expression, right? Next question is 33. A company X shipped 5 computer chips, one of which was defective, and company Y shipped 4 computer chips, 2 of which were defective. One computer chip is to be chosen uniformly at random from the 9 chip shipped by the companies. If the chosen chip is found to be defective, what is the probability that the chip came from company Y? So for 33 our answer will be C, that is 2 by 3. 34. The question is ring counter is analogous to what? So basically the ring counter to analogous to stepping switch. So ring counter is analogous to stepping switch. Question number 35 is the output 0 and 1 level for TTL logic family is approximately what? So for this our answer will be B, that is 0.6 and 3.5 V. Right? 0.6 and 3.5 V will be the answer. Now question number 36 is consider a computer system that stores floating point numbers with 16-bit mantissa and an 8-bit exponent, each in 2's complement. The smallest and largest positive value which can be stored are what? So for 36 again our answer will be D, that is 1 into 10 to the power minus 128 and 2 into 52 to the power 15 minus 1 into 10 to the power 127. Question number 37 is in comparison with static RAM memory, the dynamic RAM memory has what? So basically the answer is B, that is higher bit density and higher power consumption. Again, in comparison with static RAM memory, the dynamic RAM memory has higher bit density and higher bit consumption, right? Question number 38 is the hexadecimal equivalent of this particular expression is what? So again you will get the answer as C, that is 7CDE3. So again what you will do is first you will convert this binary number, right, and this is already basically in binary form, and then you will convert into hexadecimal directly. So this is very easy to get the C option. 39 is disk requests are received by a disk drive for cylinder, this one and this in that order. A seek takes 5 ms per cylinder moved. How much seek time is needed to serve these requests for a shortest seek first SSF algorithm? Assume that the arm is a cylinder and 0 when the last of these requests is made with none of the requests yet served. So for 39 our answer will be B, that is 295 ms. Now question number 40 is consider a system having m resources of the same type. The resources are shared by 3 processes ABC which have peak time demand of 3, 4, 6 respectively. The minimum value of m that ensures that deadlock will never occur. So for 40 our answer will be A, that is 11. Question number 41 is a task in a blocked state is what? So basically a task is in a block state is waiting for some temporarily available resources, right? So a task in a block state is waiting for some temporarily unavailable resources. Question number 42 is a semaphore. Semaphores is what? Semaphores basically option B, that is semaphore synchronize critical resources to prevent contention. So semaphores synchronize critical resources to prevent contention, right? Again semaphore synchronize critical resources to prevent contention. So B will be the answer for this. So because basically semaphore is a variable and is used to solve critical section problem and to achieve process synchronization to the multiprocessing environment. Next question is 43. On a system using non-preemptive scheduling process with expected runtime of this one are in the ready queue, right? In what order should they be run to minimize what wait time? So for 43 the order will be B, that is 5, 9, 12 and 18. So what will happen? The process should execute in SGF manner to get the lowest waiting time, right? So the order you will get is 5, 9, 12, 18. Question number 44 is the number of page frames that must be allocated to a running process in a virtual memory environment is determined by what? So for 44 our answer will be A, that is the instruction set architecture, right? So again the number of page frames that must be allocated to a running process in a virtual memory environment is determined by the instruction set architecture. 45 is a program consists of two modules executed sequentially. Let f 1t and up to t respectively denote the probability density function of time taken to execute the two modules. The probability density function of the overall time taken to execute the program is given by what? So for 45 our answer will be C, that is this particular expression. 46 is considered a small set way associative cache memory consisting of 4 blocks. For choosing the block to be replaced, use the least recently LRU scheme. The number of cache misses for the following sequence of block addresses is this one, right? So the answer for 46 will be our 4, that is option C. 47 is which commands are used to control access over object in relational database, right? So for 47 our answer will be B, that is grant and revoke, right? Grant and revoke commands are used to control access over object in relational database. 48 is which of the following is aggregate function in SQL? So average is basically aggregate function. Basically it returns value after calculating the calculating from values in a numerical column, right? So for 48 our answer will be A. 49. One approach to handling fuzzy logic data might be to design a computer using temporary ternary basis 3 logic so that data could be sorted as true, false, and unknown. If each ternary logic element is called a fit, how many fits are required to represent at least 256 different values? For 49 our answer will be 6, that is option C. 50 is a view of a database that appears to an application program is known as what? So for this our answer will be B, that is subschema. So a view of database that appears to an application program is known as subschema, right? Next is question number 51. Arms Strong's interface rule doesn't determine what? So yeah, the answer is mutual dependency. Arms Strong's interface rule doesn't determine mutual mutual dependency. Option D will be the answer. 52 is which operation is used to extract a specified column from a table? So which operation is used to extract a specified column from a table? So for this our answer will be A, that is project or projection we call. 53 is in the big endian system the computer stores A, that is MSB of data in the lowest memory address of data. Again, in the big endian system the computer stores MSB of data in the lowest memory address of data unit, right? 54 is BCNF is not used for cases where a relation has D, that is two mutually exclusive foreign key. So again, BCNF is not used for cases where a relation has two mutually exclusive foreign keys. 55 is selection sort algorithm design technique is an example of this is greedy method, right? Basically selection sort algorithm design technique is an example of greedy method. Okay, what happens? The selection sort algorithm sort an array by repeatedly finding the minimum element, right, or considering ascending order from the sorted part and putting it at the beginning. So the algorithm maintain two subarrays in the a given array, that is one subarray which is already sorted and two remaining subarray which is unsorted. So in every iteration of selection sort, the minimum element considering ascending or descending from the unsorted subarray is picked and moved to the sorted subarray, right? So for this 55 our answer will be A. 56 is which of the following read level provide the highest data transfer rate or read write? So for this our answer will be A, that is read 1. Okay. 57 is which of the following programming language provides garbage collection automatically? So basically Lisp is there. So Lisp is nothing but the first high-level programming language to introduce automatic garbage collection to simplify the concept of manual garbage collection, right? The rest of these like language C, C++, Fortran do not perform automatic garbage collection but are capable of doing it manually, right? So for this our answer will be A. 58 is the average case and worst case complexity for merge sort algorithm is what? So for merge sort, both are and log n, right? Option D. So average case and worst case is merge sort, because the best case, average case and worst case complexity for merge sort algorithm always is n log n. 59 is the time taken by binary search logarithm to search a key in a sorted array of an element is order of log n. That is option A will be the answer for this. Question number 60 is which of the following is correct with respect to two-phase commit protocol. So for 60 our answer will be A, that is ensures serializability. So ensure which of the following is correct with respect to two-phase commit protocol. So basically two-phase commit protocol ensures serializability. 7 is the Fibonacci sequence is the sequence of integer for option B, right? This is the expression. The Fibonacci sequence is the sequence of integer 0 1 1, because you hope you remember that the current element of the Fibonacci series comes from addition of last two elements. So 0 1 1 1 1 2 2 1 3 3 2 5 5 3 8 8 5 13 13 8 21 21 13 54, like that. 62 is let X be the adjacency matrix of a graph G with no self loop. The entries along the principal diagonal of X are what? So for 62 our answer will be all zeros. Let X be the adjacency matrix of a graph G with no self loops. The entries along the principal diagonal of X are all zeros, right? Now 63 is which of these is not a feature of WAP 2.0. So for this our answer will be hashing. So hashing is not the feature of WAP 2.0, because WAP is basically wireless protocol for synchronization of WAP client computers and HTTP server, and it is derived from the architecture of this synchronization between HTTP client and the HTTP server on the internet. So for this our answer will be D, that is hashing. Next is 64, that is feedback queues is what? So basically feedback queues dispatch task according to execution characteristics. So for 64 B will be the answer. Feedback queues dispatch task according to execution characteristics, right? 65 is which of the following is not a UML diagram. So it is asking about the UML diagram. So for this our answer will be analysis diagram. So analysis diagram is not a UML diagram, because the class diagram and swim lane diagram and use case diagram are all three UML diagram, but analysis diagram is not a UML diagram. 66 is sleeve window syndrome is related to what? So basically sleeve window syndrome is related to degrade in TCP performance. Again, sleeve window syndrome is related to degrade in TCP performance. C will be the answer. 67 is to execute all loops at their boundaries and within their operational bound is an example of what? So for 67 our answer will be D, that is white box testing. So to execute all loops at their boundaries and within their operational bounds is an example of white box testing, right? So D will be the answer. So basically white box testing is a testing technique which evaluate the code and the internal structure of the program, right? It involves looking at the structure of the code. When a tester already know the internet structure of a product, test can be conducted to ensure that the internal operations performing or performed according to the specification and all internal component have been adequately exercised, right? So for this white box testing will be our answer. 68 is SSL is not responsible for what? So basically SSL is not responsible for error detection and correction. D will be the answer. SSL is not responsible for error detection and correction. Question number 69 is a role in a limited entry decision table is what? So a role in a limited entry decision table is C, that is a column of the table consisting of condition entries and the corresponding action entries. Again, a rule in a limited entry decision table is a column of the table consisting of condition entries and the corresponding action entries. Question number 17, the standard for certificate used in internet is what? So the standard for certificates used on internet is X509. So X509 is the standard for certificate used in the internet. Next question is question number 71, that is hashed message is signed by a sender using what? So basically hashed message is signed by the sender using his private key. Remember that hashed message is signed by a sender using that private key, right? Because after the generation of a hashed message, that needs to be transmitted over the network, right? So it is signed or encrypted using the private key of the sender, which algo generate the digital signature. So the message is transmitted along with the digital signature, which ensure authentication and non-repetition, right? So for 70, B will be the answer, his private key. 72 is an email contained a textual birthday greeting, a picture of a cake, and a song. The order is not important. What is the content type? So basically here the content type is B, that is multi-part and parallel, right? So B will be the answer. An email contain a textual birthday greeting, a picture of a cake, and a song. The order is not important. What is the content type? So the content type will be multi-part and parallel, right? B will be the answer. 73 is a range of IP address from this one to this one are what? So if you check the range, that is 224 to 239. So hope you remember that this falls under C, that is used for multicast packets, right? So basically the full range of multicast address is 224 to 239, right? And the multicast address represent a group of IP devices that can only be used as the destination of a datagram and not as the source, right? So this will be the answer. 74 is IEEE 802.11 standard of what? So this is standard of wireless LAN, right? Remember this, IEEE 802.11 is standard of wireless LAN. Okay. Next is question number 75. When a host on network A sends a message to a host on network B, which address does the router look at? So the address, that is IP, right? Because when a host on network A sends a message to a host on network B, so the IP address does the router look at, right? So router is basically looking for IP address, because routing is done on the basis of IP address, right? So a host on network A, when sends the packet to the host on network B, so it checks the IP address of receiving host and routes the packet to the suitable host, right? So hope you remember that. 76 is which of the following is not an approach to software process assessment? So basically the process that is not a software process assessment is D, that is IEEE 2000 and 2001. So basically the process assessment leads to process capability determination and process improvement, process capability process improvement, right? And process capability determination is an organized assessment which analyze the software processes in an organization. So here D will be our answer. This is not an approach of software process assessment. 77 is a physical DFD specifies what? So basically a physical DFD specifies who generates data and who processes it, right? A physical DFD specifies is who generates data and who processed it. Okay, remember this. Again, a physical DFD specify option B, who generates data and who process it. Question number 78 is in UML diagram of a class, that is option C, that is state is represented in an attribute. Again, in UML datagram of a class, state is represented as an attribute. So option C will be the answer. because the UML or Unified Modeling Language is a general purpose developmental, or maybe we can say modeling language in the field of software engineering, right? So that is intended to provide a standard way to visualize the design of a system. Okay, and a class diagram in the UML is a type of a static structure diagram that describe the structure of a system by showing the system's classes as attributes. 79 is, which of the following model is used for software reliability? So yeah, for this our RELI is the answer. That is, RELI models is used for software reliability. Basically, RELI model is, or we can say this model predicts a fault detection over the life of the software development effort, and can be used in conjunction with the other prediction techniques, right? So software management may use this profile to gauge the defect status. So RELI will be our answer. That is, the RELI model is used for software reliability. The last question is, this Gastra algorithm is used to what? So basically this Gastra algorithm is used to calculate the routing tables. Okay, again this Gastra algorithm is used to calculate the routing tables. So basically this Gastra algorithm finds shortest path from the source to all other nodes in the graph, producing a shortest path tree, and is used in building the routing table on a network, right? So for this, calculate the routing tables. C will be our answer. Now let's move to the question that I have given for you guys. Guys, you would have solved this, right? So the answer for this that we got is option D, right? But we couldn't get a verified answer for this again. So if you have also gotten the same answer, that is great. But if not, if you are getting the different answer, let's match your answer with the comment that the people are giving and the suggestion they are providing for their solution, right? So yeah, so this was all about all the series. So I hope you have enjoyed all the videos, guys. Please do like, share and subscribe if you really like that the content. And I would say, if even if this video is not helpful for you, just comment below that you are not liking this, the content should be like that, okay, whatever you want. So thanks for your lots of wishes, love and all. Have a good time. All the best. Prepare well.